Good morning, Shane August.
Good morning. Laverne will be joining momentarily. The roll call hearing will start in a few minutes, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everyone who's on the line.
Good morning. How you doing? Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Good morning. Just waiting for others to join.
Good morning, Laverne. Can you make me the host one more time for your streaming?
That's you, Simone, huh? Let me, just a second, I will.
Okay. Okay.
Simone,
Yes, ma'am.
so wait a minute. Are you under view all attendees?
No, I'm under panelists. There are two names that say Laverne Fletcher. There's one that should say me, that's you, and then there's another one. Make the other one host. You're still mute, Laverne.
Okay. Okay, Simone. Okay, so I see the second name now. Can you tell me that one more time?
Right click it and assign new role.
Okay, I'm going to change your role to host. 1 second. I got it. Okay. That should do it.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna take a roll call right now. Mr. Thomas, I see you there.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Thomas. Shane August. Mr. August.
Good morning, Mr. Shane August is president in attendance.
Thank you. Is Rudolph August gonna join you, Mr. August?
Yes. Far as I know, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Monahan, you're still there?
Yes, ma'am. Still here.
All right, thank you.
Just poke me when you need me.
Mr. Weiss, are you there?
There's also part-time work at National Airport.
Ms. Bedalia?
They need somebody in the control tower.
Ms. Bedelia?
Hi, I'm here. How you doing this morning?
Hi, thank you. I mean, Mr. Bedelia, thank you. Mr. Wise, are you there? Mr. Wise? I see your name, but I don't see or hear you yet, Mr. Wise.
He has to unmute. Mr. Wise, please unmute your line. Mr. Montagan, please mute your line.
Is Mr. Reddy? Is Mr. Reddy on the line? Just gonna wait a couple more minutes. We're waiting for Mr. Wise and Mr. Reddy to sign in.
Laverne, I see Mr. Reddy is on the line, but he has no audio or video for me to make him a panelist.
Okay, thank you. That's Mr. Reddy, right, Simone?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So Mr. Reddy from ANC 6C has some presence online. So I'll go ahead and get started, and perhaps Mr. Wise will have some appearance shortly. This is case number 20PRO00047, Handle 19 Inc., trading as Handle 19, 319 Pennsylvania Avenue Southeast, license number ABRA 117027. This is a retailer class CR new application. My name is Laverne Fletcher, conducting the roll call hearing as the board's agent. The protest issues in this case are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet, residential parking and vehicular and pedestrian safety, and real property values. Present on behalf of Handle 19, please, Mr. Thomas. You're the attorney representing Handle 19.
That's correct.
Could you please state your name and spell it for the record?
Absolutely. My name is Ian, I-A-N, last name Thomas, T-H-O-M-A-S, and I'm
Thank
counsel
you.
for Handle 19, the applicant.
Thank you. Mr. August, would you please state your name and spell it for the record?
Yes, ma'am. Shane August. First name Shane, Shane. Last name August, like the month, August.
And Mr. August, you're also present on behalf of the applicant?
Yes, present on behalf of Handle 19, the applicant.
Thank you. Mr. Monahan, you're present on behalf of Walter B. Cash? I'll spell Walter B. Cash until we get Mr. Monahan back on the line. Walter B. Cash is spelled W-A-L-T-E-R, B like boy, Q,
Mr. Quetch, 310 C Street, Southeast, Walter, W-A-L-T-E-R, last name Quetch, Q-U.
thank you. Can you spell Mr. Quetch's name for the record?
Walter Quetch. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Walter Quetch, W-A-L-T-E-R, Quetch, Q-U-E-T-S-C-H.
And so, Mr. Monahan, you're coming in and out a little, but I'll spell his last name for the court reporter. It's Q-U-E-T-S-C-H.
Correct.
And Mr. Monahan, could you please spell your name for the record?
Eric Monahan, R-I-C-M-O-N-A-G-H-A-N.
And you're representing Mr. Kesh?
That's correct.
Thank you. Mr. Bedelia? You still there?
Hi, how are you? First name is Ahmed, A-H-M-E-D. And last name is Bedelia, B as in boy, H-A-D as in David, E-L-I-A.
Thank you very much. Mr. Reddy? You're here on behalf of NC6C?
Yes. Spell my last name for you.
Yes.
A.
And the first name is B-R-I-A-N? Mr. Reddy? For the record, Mr. Reddy's first name is spelled B-R-I-A-N. Oh, that's okay. Thank you. Mr. Wise?
Yes,
You're here on behalf of a group of 14.
that's correct.
Would you please spell your name for the record?
Sure. First name is Brian, B-R-I-A-N. Last name is Wise, W-I-S-E.
Are there any other individuals from your group present today?
We were told we could only have one.
That's fine. I'm just
So no.
checking to make sure I didn't miss
Yeah.
anybody.
Sure.
Thank you. There are four protestants. Mr. Monahan? Okay, I was hearing some background noise. So Mr. Monahan, it looks like you may have your computer not on mute. But I'll continue. The group of 14 is granted conditional standing. What that means, Mr. Wise, is that you're present today and at the upcoming status hearing, at least 4 more individuals from your group need to appear in person in order for the board to grant full standing. Any questions about that, Mr. Wise?
No questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Kesh does have standing as an abutting property owner. Mr. Monahan, Mr. Kesh is not here today. You're here on his behalf at an upcoming mediation and status hearing. I know that you're his power of attorney. Do you know if Mr. Kesh will be able to appear for the mediation or the status hearing, or will you be appearing for him for both?
I'll be appearing for him.
Thank you. Well, he does have standing as a protestant. Mr. Bedalia, you do have standing as an abutting property owner. And just so that you know, the abutting property owners have been granted standing based on the DC Geographic Information System. Mr. Reddy, ANC 6C does have standing as a protestant. Have I left out anyone? It does not appear so.
I believe, I'm sorry, I believe it's 6B, not 6C is the
Is
answer.
is 6B and not C?
Correct.
Correct.
Thank you. That is correct. I made that change. We need to set a date for a mediation and a status hearing. The actual date of the status hearing has not been set yet. So we're going to set a date for mediation, and you'll be notified of the date of the status hearing and a protest hearing as well if this matter is not resolved in mediation. I'll give you the next available date for mediation. The next available day for mediation is Tuesday, December the 1st at 9, 10, 11, 12, or 1, pretty much any time that day prior to 2 p.m. That's on Tuesday, November the 1st, December the 1st, Tuesday. Yes.
I believe that's fine for the applicant.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Wise, what about you? December 1st?
Yeah, is this a hearing that I will need the other four others involved with that?
No, you may appear for the mediation on behalf of the group.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Anytime after 10 o'clock is fine.
Anytime after 10. What about
1 o'clock would be perfect.
1 o'clock would be perfect? Okay, thank you. Mr. Thomas and Mr. August, is 1 o'clock okay for you on December 1?
It is, yes.
Thank you. Mr. Monacan, what about you?
December 1 at 1 p.m.
Yes.
That's good. Thank you. Yes,
Does that work for you?
that'll work.
Thank you. And Mr. Bedelia?
PM on the 1st works for me as well.
Thank you very much. Mr. Reddy, what about you?
December 1st, Tuesday, 1 p.m. is good for the ANC.
Thank you. Mediation is set for Tuesday, December 1 at 1. You'll receive a WebEx invitation to attend the mediation just like you did today. Does anyone have any questions at all? Okay, then the roll call hearing is concluded, and thank you for participating, and I'll see you in mediation on December 1st at 1.
Thank you so
Have a
much.
Thank you
nice,
very much.
you're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Have a nice day. Okay, I'm signing out.
Enjoy the video. Okay. All right. Take care.
Okay, everybody.
Don't forget the mask.